Welcome to the Panel Builder 3 introduction video. We look at changes and new features in Panel Builder 3. The biggest change is in the way Panel Builder communicates between the interface and the instruments. Panel Builder version 2 and before sent data from the interface to all instruments via a multicast broadcast networking protocol. That means that all instruments in Panel Builder are basically network servers receiving data directly from the interface. This results in a lot of traffic on the local network that, in some instances, could affect other programs. Panel Builder 3 works completely different. The interface only sends data to Panel Builder. Panel Builder then writes all data it receives into an area in memory reserved for Panel Builder. Instruments can then access the data directly from the memory area. There are many advantages for this new way, mainly in the area of vastly reduced network traffic, operating speed of the instruments and the simulator interface. Panel Builder 3 provides a data correction facility to adjust telemetry data being sent by the flight simulation software. It is sometimes necessary to adjust the data output, mainly for third-party aircraft add-ons. Click on the Data Correction menu item. There are 4 groups of data sets: flight, engine, fuel, and aircraft systems data. Select a group on the left side, then double-click on the required data point on the right side. Enter a correction factor, for example 1.2, which would represent a 20% increase of the value received. Click on OK to save it. Then click on Save Group. Please note that any data correction applied is only valid for the currently opened panel. The Received Data function in Panel Builder will show telemetry values received from the flight simulator interface. For this function to work, the simulator software has to be running. Click on any of the telemetry groups on the left side to display the values. The values shown stay constant until you press the refresh button. You can also check the auto refresh box to automatically update the data in a half-second interval. Also note that the values displayed include any applied data correction. Our button mapper utility has now been integrated into Panel Builder. It works the same way as the previous external application, with the one exception, that any buttons mapped are valid for the currently loaded panel only. This means that buttons mapped are now linked to a panel, which in turn allows the same buttons to map to different functions in different panels. We now have a look at the changes in Panel Builder 3 for building panels. Protecting panels. Panel Builder allows now to protect panels from modification. This is achieved in the Edit Panel function. You can check a box to protect each individual panel. As an additional layer of protection, assign a password to the Edit Panel function. The following functions are disabled when a panel has been protected: adding and removing instruments, moving instruments within the panel, changing configuration options for an instrument, and, if a password has been set, disabling the Edit Panel function itself. Instrument Startup. Instruments are now started in the order as they are shown in the list. This allows placing any instrument frames in the background. When adding instruments, they are always placed to the end of the list. It is therefore advisable to add any instrument frames first and then the instruments on top of the frames. There are 2 buttons that allows to move an instrument up or down in the list. Third-party applications follow the same logic when added to the panel. Import and export. The import and export of panels is now available in all versions of Panel Builder. In addition to the instrument red night mode, there is now a white night mode option available for panels. This can be set in the Edit Panel function under Enable Automatic Night Mode. Each analog instrument has now an Override Bezel Visibility option. This allows to selectively show or hide bezels for individual instruments, regardless what has been set in the Show Instrument Bezels option for the panel. All Glass Cockpit instruments have been updated with the following new features. The background of all instruments is transparent now, not black as before. All instruments have a power requirement option to turn them off and on, depending on avionics or battery power or both. Instruments now support multi-page glass cockpit displays. Those are the major changes to Panel Builder for version 3. There are more minor changes that have not been mentioned in this video. We suggest to review the Panel Builder manual that is available for download from our website. Thank you for watching.